It's Pop Trigger time!
Yes!
I'm so excited. Today is a really good show. So without further ado, first of all, hey everybody, I'm Sam Shocker. Okay, our very one and only Grace Baldridge.
Hey everyone. Hello.
Guess who's in the Pop Trigger studio? You all know that I'm a huge Vanderpump Rules fan, so you guys, Katie Malone is here.
Yes!
So excited to talk to her, so stay tuned for her interview. And of course, we've got some green Brett Ehrlich trying to do St. Patrick's Day.
In case this video comes out on a different day, it was St. Patrick's Day when we shot this video.
Can you show them your shoe, how you tried to incorporate green in your shoe?
Like that.
Yeah.
How did I try? Yeah, but it worked out because these are my comfy shoes.
Okay, so let's get to know our guest a little bit better. So Katie, I have so many questions for you. I hope that you guys have questions too, because otherwise I'm going to dominate this interview. Vanderpump Rules, selfishly, I just want to know it all. So Vanderpump Rules, this season just completed, but we do have, I just heard, one of 3 parts, you guys, a 3-part reunion, which just means that it's very tumultuous, lots of drama. So the very first part of the reunion is this Monday, 9 p.m. on Bravo. Can you give us anything? Can you tell us how explosive it was? Did anybody leave the set, walk off the set?
There was definitely tears for sure. You know, and it always gets heated. There's a lot of FUs, a lot of finger pointing, a lot of screaming. I mean, by the end of it, I kind of like I wake up as if I've just been like blacked out, and I'm just like, what happened? Where am I?
Yeah. How long is it between when you finish shooting and when they do the reunion? And do you like hang out with each other, or is it? I mean,
is it a full reunion? Have you not seen these people and then you're reunited, or is it?
Oh no, I mean these people are my friends.
Right.
It's like I practically don't have other friends but them. But no, but I mean they were my friends before we started the show, and then some of them I've fell out with, but now they're my friends again. So no, I don't ever get a break.
So where do you and Stassi stand? And Stassi's been on the show. Where are you guys back to BFFs, or are you still hesitant into diving into that relationship?
We're very, very close again, which is good. I mean, we had such a good friendship. We were like sisters. We were, I mean, we had a lot of love for one another. And now we have, it feels like a different friendship, but just as close.
You guys have
better.
evolved, absolutely. Now what's really, because you guys have mentioned like the reunion, why it makes it so tumultuous is the fact that you guys watch the show when the audience is watching the show, right? You don't get to see it like all in advance, do you?
Usually we see it like a few days before.
See a matter of days.
But with the after shows that we were doing, we would sort of preview them in advance, which is always fun. You get anxious to see because you forget. You're like, oh my god, I forgot about that day.
Not because I forgot how terrible you were.
Well, we drink a lot, so.
Okay, I like it. You guys have a good time.
So what happens when you watch an episode and you see someone say something about you that is not so favorable? How does that feel? Because maybe that person since then, time has gone on, and you're homies and whatever, and then you're sitting in a room and you're like, wait, what the fuck? Like, why did you do that?
That's been something that's been a bit of a learning curve over the last few years. We're kind of used to it at this point. We do have to be honest and say the things that are, put our thoughts in our mouth a little bit. But we kind of give each other heads up. Hey, by the way, I just said that you were a selfish bitch and this and that. And like, so you kind of just soften the blow a little bit.
Are most people pretty cool? If you give them a heads up, you're like, so I was kind of feeling this way, and we can acknowledge that you were being a selfish bitch a little bit, like just so you know.
A little bit, just a little.
We all have a fair amount of humility, some more than others. So, some people can be a little sensitive to it. I won't name names. But
who is it? But like, who would it be?
Like if you were to name a name.
Maybe
Come
maybe a
on,
rhymer.
Yeah, give a little rhyme. Drop a beat. Go.
It sounds like, if I say what it sounds like, I'm just saying, I mean, it's definitely one of the guys.
Oh, Jax? Jax maybe?
Jax barely watches the show.
Really? I thought that he would be the first one to like tape it, watch it, have a viewing party every episode.
No. I will say,
guys, look at all this bad stuff that I did.
Wow.
I will say when he does watch it, he likes to watch his parts. He's very, he pays attention.
I will say that you guys, because last night was a really good, like a behind the scenes, how would you say it? Like a behind the scenes.
It was just like an uncensored, what you didn't see sort of
look at Vanderpump. It was the first season and how they casted it and how you guys were all really working there, still working there, how you guys are all friends. And what I really loved about it is you get to see, and you got to see the testimonials from all the producers too, just how real this is. Because it's a reality show and most people have to wonder, is this fake? Is it scripted? How much percentage of it is real? This is real. You guys let it all out. The tears are real, the anger is real, the friendships, whether they come and go, that's all real.
Oh, 100%. I mean, Nicola, who was our DP for the first couple seasons, she said it the best. She used to mostly do documentaries, and then here she's doing a reality show, and then very quickly she learned that it was actually more of a documentary, which it is. I mean, we just essentially just live our lives as we always had, just with cameras there. And, you know, we're pretty uninhibited in that way, so that makes for really good TV, but also makes for some embarrassing moments, but it's almost cathartic and therapeutic.
So well, though, Katie. I have to say, I do appreciate that the whole cast is transparent and lets their hair down, and you do go through like the ups and downs with them. But I feel like that you're always kind of you hold yourself to a different level, and I don't know what that is. Are you super aware of it, or is that just part of your character?
I think that's just part of who I am. I've definitely gotten better about being a little more forthright and a little more vocal about my feelings. I'm definitely one of those people that likes to kind of pick and choose my battles or sit and observe a situation before I jump right in. So I've gotten better about that, and it's also helped me too become a stronger person and let people know what I'm feeling and not let people walk all over me. So, you know, I'm aware of it because I know that's how I am, but I'm not making a conscious effort every time. If that makes sense.
How often are the cameras with you?
Ooh, good question.
It depends, honestly. It depends what happens, because honestly, we'll show up somewhere, whether it's a dinner or at work, and even without the cameras, just in a day-to-day, you never know what's going to happen. Fights come out of nowhere, and so depending on what happens day-to-day is depending on how much we film, because sometimes if something crazy happens, like someone hits someone or there's a fight and that changes sort of the direction of storyline, then you're either going to film less or film more. I mean, some days I film all day long, and then
it's action
packed.
Yeah, it's like action.
It is, yeah.
By that same, dynamic, there's got to be so much that doesn't come through. Like they have to pick and choose what can be on the show just because of time. Is there something that you wish like made it through to the audience that you haven't seen yet, whether it's like an event or just like a feeling of how you guys are together?
I mean, there's always some things or different sides of arguments. I feel like they kind of will play up one side more than the other. I don't know why. I think it's just more fascinating, or I don't know. There have been certain events early on in the seasons when we didn't have as much episodes. Now that we have, we had 20 episodes. You know, they were able to get a lot in there. We could probably do like 40 or 50. There's so much stuff that goes on.
And it's all on the table. And I love the fact that you were open about your sex, your relationship. I know your face, but from people that have been I've been in a relationship for 10 years. You've been in a relationship for quite some time. You and Tom have been in a relationship for
like 6 years almost.
6 years.
Yeah.
So I think people can relate when you guys are like, oh, we're engaged and we still haven't had engagement sex. And I know that that's just an edited version of the show, but I like that you're bringing up that conversation.
I mean, I hate the norms that people place on relationships, because I consider Tom and I to have somewhat of a progressive relationship, but a really strong one that, we're best friends and we laugh and we go on dates and we spend time together, and of course we fight, but I mean, for us, I feel like we have such a solid, strong connection and a bond that let's face it, when I'm 80 years old and the wells run dry, we're still gonna have our relationship.
There's a lot of substance there.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's like not the most important thing to Tom and I, like right now. Who knows? Maybe we'll have a sexual revolution.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, though. With relationships, after some time, you do have to, and I talk to Dr. Drew about it all the time, you do have to put in the work. And there's going to be ups and there's going to be downs, and that's what a relationship's about. And I appreciate you bringing that on a large platform, because I know that's got to be, like, really scary to talk about.
Yeah, it just opens, well, I mean, like many things on the show, opens myself and our relationship up to ridicule and comments and everything like that. But it doesn't matter because, at the end of the day, it's our relationship, and there's a lot that goes on behind closed doors.
Are we going to see a wedding on Vanderpump Rules, or are you going to you do not want the cameras there?
I've said, Tom and I both are open to having it on the show. We don't know if we have a 5th season yet, so.
You definitely, girl, you definitely have a 5th season. I could bet on that. I would bet like all my money in my bank
So
account.
how much money?
So specifically,
We don't
can
need
you
to get
put
in
a
there.
figure amount?
$432. One more question, because I know that you guys have had the group, because you guys are a tight-knit group, but then Lala's been kind of like ostracized. After the reunion, are you guys all more friends again, or no?
No. No.
That answers
Just
that.
bolt. Nope. No.
She, when she first started, it's always, there's like this whole like stigma, like, oh, you're the new girl, you're gonna be, hazed and bullied and try to, run out of the restaurant. But that wasn't really the case. I remember my first couple conversations with her, trying to get to know her. She's from Utah. I was like, oh, girl, where'd you go to school? Like, do you know this person? Do you know that person? And she just seemed like very uninterested in talking to me. And I was like, okay. And then the next couple conversations, she was just talking, about how crazy bitch she can become, how like she can get scrappy, and then but then she's like this nice girl, and I'm like, do you have like a weird identity crisis? Like I don't know, like she made me feel very uneasy, so I just kind of just held back a little bit, and she took that as me being silent bullying or whatever.
I like that you
the term
extended
means.
the olive branch first, because we didn't get to see that. I saw like some of the conflict, and I just saw it again with Sheena and her on the after show. Damn, that was intense.
Whoa.
But I didn't see that. I wish they would have shown you extend that olive branch in the beginning in the show, because it did make it look like that the cast did not want her to be a part of your group.
Yeah, I mean, truthfully, like when you said that there's things that I wish that would make it, I wish there was a little bit more of my side of things. I feel like there was constantly like, something would happen in an outing that we'd all have, and it would cut to how Lala's feeling about it, and what Lala thinks about it. I'm like, I'm sorry, but there's a whole nother side of this thing. And you didn't see some of the things that she had said and done. I felt like that was a choice that, producers wanted to make.
And what is the appeal of James? Like, I'm sorry, like I have to say this. No, if
Shots
you watch
fired.
the show, the way the comments he says to women, Brett, and I give him some.
Is he the DJ?
Yes, and I have
Oh,
some
God.
empathy, because I do
Yeah,
think
he
that it's
does.
the addiction talking. I do, because you see a different side to him when he's sober, and I'm hoping when he gets treatment and if he's clean and he does all that, that you'll see this better person. But the way he talks to women, I scream at my TV.
I mean, the way he talks to women is extremely disrespectful, and the way he talks to everybody is. So it's not just women, it's just people in general. He just has just complete disrespect for on a constant basis. And then he'll sort of retort and then become very apologetic, and he'll write like handwritten notes to Lisa, and then and then the next day he's back to the same thing. And I don't know what it is. I know he's young, and I mean, we've all been young and done dumb things, but I mean, I just see him with it's a constant with him.
Yes. Okay, so what I love too is that you have used this platform to create a business for yourself, and that's really admirable. So you have puckerandpout.com, which is a beauty and fashion site. So what inspired you to do Pucker and Pout?
Oh, well, doing the show, it doesn't really offer you a lot of time to do other things, because you're kind of always on call for filming. So something that, I could do creatively to have an outlet. And I didn't want to put my following on social media to waste and post pictures of, my brunch or a billion selfies. So I thought, like, what if I create this space? And I already was very into that world of, DIYs and beauty hacks and tricks, and just, learning fun ways to do eyeliner and whatever it may be. And so I was always that friend that people come to, be like, what eyeliner do you use? What kind of mascara? What's the best bronzer? Everything that. So I was like, I'll create a space to share all this information with the world. And my friend Jennifer, who is my partner on the site, she was pretty instrumental in sort of encouraging me and helps me run the site. And it's been so much fun. It's so much work, but it's been a lot of fun, and people really love it. And that's just the most gratifying feeling.
Yeah, because
obviously.
you just said, what bronzer do you use? And I'm like, what bronzer does she use? Because it's true. Like, I feel like the bronzer I use is a little bit too orange.
Yep.
We
A little
didn't
bit
want to
too
say
orange.
it, but
That's okay.
Definitely-
I see it. I feel it.
Definitely
So
too
what-
orange. I've noticed.
It is.
We've been talking about it a lot.
It
behind the
is.
scenes.
So I'm
look like a
always wondering, like,
sunrise.
what is the best bronzer? What is the best moisturizer? What is the best, like, all of that? So, what is the best bronzer?
I think it's Too Faced, the Chocolate Soleil. I'm pretty sure it's either
Okay.
Too Faced
Chocolate
or
Sun?
Sounds delicious.
I'll have to God, I'm blanking on but it's called Chocolate Soleil, and it smells like chocolate.
What?
And it's like a nice, just like brown. It's matte. Sometimes you want.
I don't want shimmer. I don't want shimmer.
I always say
I'm
stay
already
away from
greasy.
that. You can do like a shimmer blush or like a highlight if you want some sparkle, but I hate shimmery bronzers.
Me too.
So much.
Okay, good. So this is a matte. I'm gonna go get that one. So
Yeah.
that is Chocolate Soleil.
Chocolate Soleil.
Too Faced. Okay, check.
Good
Oh,
stuff.
And
I'm
then
gonna feel bad if it's the wrong. It's
no,
either
that's
Too
okay.
Faced
Don't.
or-
I put you on the spot. I'll look. I put you on the spot. We'll follow up on that. But what are some like accessories or beauty advice that you could give for spring?
Ooh, I'm really feeling colored liner right now. I've been trying to experiment with just pops of color. I mean, the last thing you want to do in the summer is put like a lot of, eyeliner and that on, especially because it runs, it gets hot, and I think it's just a way to start introducing color into your life a little bit. I wear black all the time.
Ditto.
So,
Same.
or whether it's like a lipstick, like a nice like berry, or like I like candy colored lip, like so a candy apple red, or
Yeah.
like a nice like bright pink fuchsia. It's just the perfect way to kind of transition into the warmer weather.
I love that. For a colored eyeliner, would you do like a teal, a purple, or does
Ooh.
not matter? I don't know. I want to introduce.
What color eyes are yours?
Green.
Green. Okay, I would do like a purple, or even play around with a rust. Rust with green and blue eyes really makes them pop and look
Totally
so
gonna do
beautiful.
it.
Like
Sam,
an
if
orange
you
or a
want,
rust, or like
I'll do
purple
your
is
makeup.
great. Yeah.
No,
We'll get
I think
her
that's- I
tips,
think
and
we
then
should
I'll
each
just do
try
it,
to
and
do
we'll just
Sam's
see
makeup.
what happens.
I'm
Have a
totally gonna go
competition.
get a rust and a purple.
Makeup
Purple's
day.
the opposite of green on the color wheel, so that would be
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it,
Interesting.
Sam. Don't worry about it. I got you.
And
Thanks for
then
the tip.
you try, if you want to try it, try some blue on you.
Do
Blue?
it, Grace. Do
Yeah.
it.
If someone did it for me,
I think you
And
guys should do
Monday-
each other's makeup, and for me, I usually just take a little eyeliner and just do this.
We've done guy liner for him. We have when we've had like style type shows.
The
which you
worst
should
part
come
is
on
it
for.
made my eyes pop, and I think I said that, and I was like, "Ugh, I don't like
Guys always do that, and then they put on a little concealer, or they do a little eyeliner, and they see what it does, and then they're like, oh. So don't be scared. Don't
Oh
be
no,
shy.
I would do that. I would
I
go back
don't-
to those days.
I don't mind
accept
that.
it, Brett.
I'm fine with it.
I wish this.
One
I
of a
have to
kind.
go. I'm sorry. I wish this interview could go on forever and ever. You'll have to come back. But big round of applause for our guest today, Katie.
Yeah.
from Vanderpump Rules. Thanks for being here.
Oh, thank you so much. This is fun.
And make sure you check out puckerandpout.com and also the reunion Monday, 9 p.m. on Bravo. It's one of 3 parts, you guys. I can't wait.